said, each of us are from different teams, and we all run challenge groups a little bit differently, so you'll hear a few different perspectives today and some pointers. And Theresa's going to share, I'm going to share, Bobby's going to share, and then we'll have time for you to ask us any questions you might have. All right. You going first? You're going first.
Welcome. Has anyone ran challenge groups? Has anyone tried them? A little bit, yeah. For those, that have been running them, and then maybe some that haven't, I remember when I first started, like when they first came out with trying to get us to, was that maybe like, is that about a year ago? Has it been about a year?
It's been a year and a half.
Year and a half. They really kind of pushed like that, remember like the Tommy Migrant 5-step process? I went gung-ho, that's what you're supposed to do. That's what they taught you. I did that. You'd send out your first invite, you're welcome. And then I think it was step 2 or step 3, you get to the video. That was like, I would get people and I would be like crickets. And I would get nothing. And I was like, okay, this isn't working. I'd keep doing it. And I'd maybe get 2 or 3 people, and I'd kind of run my challenge groups, but they were never really, really successful. And if any of you are on Platinum Presenters, I think Christine Dwyer had a call maybe a few weeks ago about kind of stepping outside of that. And that's what when I started to get successful with them, is when I kind of was like, no, this isn't working for me. I felt scripted. I just didn't like it. And I'm not saying don't do those, because some of you, that might be working for you, but I know personally that just wasn't working for me. I didn't like that process of it. So I kind of stepped outside the box and just kind of went back to like customers that I know that had showed interest in maybe some programs, but hadn't bought some, friends that I thought I could be interested in it, new customers that maybe just bought like a program. So if they had just bought an Insanity, I reached out to those just on a personal message and just said, hey, I'm running this challenge group. This is what it's about. I'd love to have you. I need some more people. This is kind of what I'm doing. And I had way more response that way. And I started out kind of when I did it is I didn't really have real specific things other than they had to be on Shakeology. But if they already had a program, even if it was bootleg, I didn't care. I took them. I was like, one girl, I think in my first challenge group I maybe sold 1 challenge pack, but I had 6 people. They were all in Shakeology, and then I think 2 of them had like bootleg P90X videos, and I was like, yeah, join it. And they all kind of progressed and turned into, maybe joined another group. But I think when you're first starting or you need to get more successful, it's just kind of take the people that you can and have you, like, set what you want to have for their, like I said, they always had to be on Shakeology, because I think that was really important. But don't worry so much about if people already have the videos, and don't worry about all like, oh, I have to sell all these challenge packs, because I think it really helped me to just kind of start from somewhere. And when I kind of stepped away from what Beachbody was teaching us is when I started to get a lot more successful at it. And the second thing that I think really helped, and it's helped us in the last maybe 6 months, is teaming up with someone else on your team. So I know in February we ran I think, was there 4 of us? I think there was 4 of us got together, and instead of having like 3 or 5 in the group, I think we had like maybe 16 or 17, and it just, the more you have, I think the more encouragement you get, the more motivation there is, the more competitive people kind of get, and that kind of helps. So if you feel like you're not really getting anywhere on your own, reach out to your upline, even if you're not on the same team. There's still the people you're signing up are still your customers. So I think that really helps as well, is team up with someone else. Then you don't have to, if there's maybe some time where you can't get on that day and post, you have someone else to kind of help post as well. I know some of the people, I think you do that too, where you team up a little bit. I think that really, really, really has helped, and that gets people motivated. And then I do mini challenges within it, and I do like a point system, and I do prizes. Because I think sometimes people join a group and they want something. So whether or not you send everyone that joins a free gift, you can do that. And it doesn't have to be big. Like those Shakeology shaker, or the 20-ounce cups that they send out, those are cheap. A lot of times I send those out. The P90X bars are great. And it doesn't even have to be Beachbody related. Don't have to make everything like that. And we do run mini challenges within the group. So not only is there an end winner or your top 1, 2, 3, but we run little mini challenges and give out small prizes, because people start to kind of fall off at about 10 days. You got to get people back in. So I think running little mini challenges within the 30 days or however many days you're running your challenges is that helps. And
What were your mini challenges?
I've done sweaty pick, like, post your sweaty pick, and then you can pick a random person or you can vote on it, whatever's the best one. Post like a meal, like your meals for the day.
Who can drink 64 ounces water quickest?
Challenges. Sorry, I should wrote these down.
No, those are good though.
Yeah, a lot of picture ones because you want people to post pictures and kind of get them outside their comfort level, or maybe take a picture of where your workout area. Just something real simple, and or like take a picture of your shake of the day. Anything like that, or share your favorite recipe. That's a good one because a lot of people like to see the recipes. And those are always good. And like I said, you can randomly pick it, or if you're teaming up with someone, everybody votes on what they thought the best one was. However you want to do that, that's fine. But to make those prizes small, but people want to get something, they want to get something free, and they want something to work for. And then for like your finishing ones, the last challenge group we gave out the push books, Shalene Johnson's push books. Those are really good, and it's not really necessarily Beachbody related because I think you got to kind of think outside that box a little bit too. Make sure so they don't think that that's all you're there for is just to sell them another product or get them involved in something else. The other thing that really has helped you get transition customers to maybe getting into a workout is running 30-day Shakeology challenges. So for a lot of trying to get new customers, have them run, do like a 30-day, one shake a day, always tell them there's a money-back guarantee, just to get on that. A lot of my Shakeology customers that I run with those groups transition into a challenge pack group. So they end up going into a fitness-related one. And a lot of my customers have come that way. And the other thing you can do too is do like a referral. If you're trying to get more people. If someone joins your challenge group, tell them too, if you can get a friend to do this with you, give them something. Give them an incentive, and it adds another person to your group. But I think, just trying to keep your group engaged is the big thing with keeping them successful, and that helps when you have another coach doing it with you. Or just make sure that you're running like little mini challenges because it keeps people interested. I know we find too, kind of around maybe day 20, a lot of times people start to kind of fall off. So you're always going to have that, but the more you can keep them, going, and then at the end of 30 days, like I think 30 days is a good number. I've done 60 days and they don't do well. I think after about 30 days, I'm kind of like, okay, I kind of want something new. So I think they're thinking the same thing. So I think 30 days is a good amount. Even like Katie and I were talking this morning before here, we even said even like a 15 day is a really good. Because people just want something quick, they want something, but longer than 30 days, I don't know, has anyone had any luck with like 60 or 90 day challenges? I think they're too long. Even though our programs are usually 60 to 90 days, I think 30 days is a good number.
Well, that gives people can jump in your next group if they still want
and
it.
Or else they're kind of on track and they know what to do. And sometimes they'll keep the group going as a group. But then I think after that 30 days, it's a good time to kind of transition. And then you can either transition them into another group or they want to try something else. So that's kind of what has worked for me. And I'm still learning a lot. There's a lot of stuff I still need to learn about challenge groups. But I know as soon as I kind of personalized my inviting and what I was doing and asking for referrals, that's when it really changed my business. And I started really getting Success Club. I earned the trip this last year, and that was because of challenge groups. I mean, that's how you do it.